Hi, this is Drachma, the only decentralized democratic mutual fund. Average people can't buy fine art, which is to say, there are lots of investment opportunities that are only available to the rich because of the initial social and capital requirements. The best alternatives are giant mutual funds, which typically just invest in stocks, which anyone can do, and investment clubs, which do sometimes pool money to invest, but hardly anyone has heard of them, and they're usually meant more for teaching people how to invest than actually doing so. The solution to this is Drachma. Drachma is a mutual fund that pools money from individuals who then vote to deploy the capital, particularly in the alternative investments that they wouldn't typically have had access to, like real estate or funding a startup. The results of the investments are then reflected in the value of a share of the fund, which will make more sense in a second. Here's how Drachma works. At the beginning, there are 1 million tokens, which are for sale for $1 each. People can buy as many tokens as they wish, and the number that they do buy is the number of votes they have, which means that someone with more money invested will have a larger say in the final votes of what to do with the fund's capital. This isn't to say that the number of votes you have exactly equals your influence. If you consistently provide great ideas and can persuade others that you're right, you'll be able to leverage a much larger portion of the $1 million than what you initially contributed. The tokens are actually implemented as a cryptocurrency, which means they can be bought and sold on the blockchain without having to go through a third party like a bank or even the Drachma platform. What's cool about this is that instead of paying dividends, our tokens function more like shares of a stock, which go up when the business is doing well and vice versa. Normally, when you buy a house or a piece of artwork, you've made your money less liquid because you can't sell it anytime you want. With Drachma, you gain the benefits of having made a big investment while also maintaining liquidity, since you can sell your tokens at any point. How we make money is by reserving 50,000 tokens or shares before raising the capital from investors. If the fundraising isn't successful, we then have 5% of the voting power and $50,000. The goal would then be to raise more of these funds, as well as reallocate our money into the funds we believe will be the most profitable. There really is nothing like Drachma. We just have to persuade people to give up gambling on stocks and settling for 1% a year on their index funds. When we successfully raise our first million, there will undoubtedly be Drachma copycats, so we'll make sure the experience and reputation of Drachma help us maintain first place. For our first fundraise, we'll recruit 500 of the millions of users on Reddit and other platforms to invest in Drachma. We predict that the average person will contribute around $1,000, but if that's not accurate, then the number of investors will either need to be higher or lower. Given we can create the Drachma platform and cryptocurrency in about 2 months, we think we'll be able to reach our first complete fund by 6 months, and then 3 funds by end of year 1. I am currently the only person on the Drachma team, and I have lots of software finance experience that will allow me to set up the platform and tokens. If Drachma gains significant interest, I'll probably find someone who specializes in cryptocurrencies and also someone who specializes in mutual funds to join and help me. We'd like to raise $10,000, a little of which will go towards the cost of building and running the platform, but the vast majority of which will need to go towards creating assurances that we can oversee the investors' money, even if we aren't the ones actually managing it. If we can get close to reaching this number, we'll definitely be well on our way to raising $1 million and opening up investment opportunities for people who may never have had access to them otherwise. Thank you.